If you were to ask me one of the best parts of Ninjago, it would be the fan base, because every single fan has their own takeaways from every single episode of every single season, and some people may have takeaways that not everyone would agree with. And these, of course, are hot takes, and I have a video series where I discuss your guys' hot takes, and I pull them from the comments every time to see what you guys think about the show. And I have to say, personally speaking, I absolutely love these videos because it gives me a chance to look at what the community actually thinks when it comes to the show that we all love. And just generally speaking, it allows me to look at things in different ways, because I will say, since starting these series, I have looked at Ninjago in more interesting ways than before. But that is the main reason why I do it, and hopefully the reason why you guys like these videos as well. But yes, this is officially going to be the next part in my Ninjago Hot Take series. And like I said before, if you enjoy these videos, please continue to comment your Ninjago Hot Takes for a chance to be in the next video. But other than that, let's get into some hot takes. The first one is going to be coming from Paybro. Hello, my friend. And your hot take is that Ronin is one of the strongest Ninjago characters, especially for not having power. And one of my main reasons for this is because he hunted down all the ninja one by one. I agree with this, but I also have different ways of looking at it. So in the grand scheme of things, Ronin is a very good fighter, because yes, he does take down all the ninja, but my counter to that, of course, is the fact that the ninja weren't actually trying to hurt him, and they were just trying to flee. So I think in the grand scheme of things, if they wanted to hurt Ronin, they could have, and I do think ultimately they would beat Ronin in a fight. I don't think that makes him not strong, I just think that means he doesn't compare to the ninja. But I would say against any non-elemental master, he definitely does have a chance. I will say, he is a very smart fighter. I'm not sure about the strongest. I would say he's extremely smart in the way he uses gadgets, in the way he used Rex, when he had his mech. All those different aspects is what made Ronin, well, him. But in the grand scheme of a hand-to-hand combat scenario, I think that's when Ronin fails. So I understand what you mean by the strongest, but I don't think strongest is the correct word. I think that the best word for him is he's one of the smarter fighters of Ninjago, and if you say that, we could definitely agree. But thank you for your hot take, my friend. The second hot take is going to be coming from Hawked Hoop 3611. Hello, my friend, and you're the reason why this video was actually pushed up. Because your hot take is, I think Day of the Departed is the best Ninjago special. With that said, it's still a 6 out of 10 for me. And I agree with one part of that. And that's the fact it's the best special. Because the other competitor for it is actually going to be the island. And I know a lot of people do actually like the island. But as much as I do like it, I really do like Day of the Departed. And I think I do like it more than most. So if you do really like Day of the Departed, please let me know. Because whilst you said it's your favorite special, or the best special, it's still a 6 out of 10. I'd like to hit you with the, I think it's an 8 or a 9. And this is because it just does so much that I actually really enjoy. I don't know if this is because I am nostalgic for it, but it's one of those things where I absolutely love Day of the Departed. I think even though they could have done a lot better with it, and a full season would have been good for it, it's definitely one of those specials that I absolutely love watching and will watch it any time. I watch it at least once a year, and that is actually on Halloween, because, well, that's when it originally released. But yeah, I absolutely think that Day of the Departed is the best special. As much as the island is good, Day of the Departed does just do everything that I really like. I just think it's fantastic. Like I said, I have a video planned for Day of the Departed. So if you guys are looking forward to seeing that, please let me know, because I would really like to talk about Day of the Departed for longer. I just haven't had a reason to actually make the video yet, but I have the concept written down ready. But yeah, I love Day of the Departed. I think it's the best special, easily, as much as I like the island. But thank you for the comments. The third hot take for this video is going to be coming from Jaywalker2C9G. Hello, my friend. And you have 3. So your first one is, Notakon is one of the most powerful enemies that the ninja have ever faced. I would agree with that, but there are definitely a couple that are more. Obviously, the Overlord is a big one. I would say Crux and Acronics, when they do have their full power, for example, I would say they're more powerful. I would say Chen with the staff, yeah. And obviously, Notakon, for me, the main thing that made him powerful was when he had infinite wishes. So if we're talking about each of the characters at their full potential, I don't think he's the strongest. I just think he does also have a lot of strong aspects to him. But at full power, I would say, I mean, of course, the Overlord's going to be the most powerful of the bunch. But I can definitely make the argument for Nodicon, especially with Infinite Wishes. But I would say Crux and Acronyx with all the powers of time, for example, would probably beat them in a fight. But again, let me know what you guys think of that. Your second one is A Hands of Time is not as bad. The writing's a little clunky, but I really like Crux and Acronyx. Yeah, I fully agree. I think Hands of Time is fantastic. I recently rewatched Hands of Time, and I had a lot of fun with it. I have a Season 7 video somewhat planned. It's very much in the proof of concept phase at the minute. But again, I would definitely agree because Hands of Time is actually a lot of fun when you realize what you're getting yourself into. And it does just feel almost like classic Ninjago in a lot of ways. So if you're after classic Ninjago, Season 7 definitely has it in my opinion. But yeah, I don't think Hands of Time is a bad season at all. Spoiler. But yeah, I see what you mean. And your third one is The Surge has the best opening episode for a season. And it's up there. It is definitely up there. But in my opinion, there are two that beat it actually out. The first one being Season 4. I really like The Invitation. I think it's a fantastic episode. I really like everything about it. And the other one that for me is actually going to be Crystallized. I think Farewell to Sea is actually a really good episode. I actually really like Crystallized. The start of Crystallized is great. All of Crystallized is great. I really like Crystallized. But it's got one of the better openings as well. I mean, there are still so many other opening episodes that are also fantastic. I mean, The Merge Part 1 is great, of course. I really like all of Season 13, but again, opening episode is really nice. Just a lot of really good opening episodes. But if you ask me to pick one or two, either Season 4 or Season 15. It just has to be. But yes, thank you for your hot takes. They all are fairly interesting, to be fair. But yeah, thank you for commenting, my friend. The fourth hot take is going to be coming from Katsune AC. Hello, my friend. And your hot take is, out of the 11-minute era, Seabound is the only good season. Okay. Season 11 is complete trash. I can kind of agree, but Ice Chapter's good. Season 12 is boring. I like Prime Empire. I really like Prime Empire. I need someone... Okay, if someone's got like an hour just to give like a full depth explanation as to why a lot of people don't like Prime Empire, I need to hear it because I don't see the problems with it. I think it's a good season. I think certain aspects of it is not the best, but people say it's like a completely irredeemable season. So if anyone like truly hates Prime Empire and wants to firmly get in the weeds of it, please put it in the comments. I would read it through completely. But yeah, please let me know. Season 13's mid, but has a great finale. I love Season 13. And Season 15 has a massive downfall from Episode 13 onwards. I disagree. I have to disagree with this. I understand why you're saying this for all of it, but the only one I actually agree with is Season 11. But that's if you consider it's the Fire Chapter. But even then, the Fire Chapter's good. It's not as good as other seasons. It's probably the Fire Chapter is probably my least favorite season overall. But it's not bad. I don't know. This is a good one. Thank you. I disagree with most of it, but I understand where you're coming from. If you want to explain more for me, please. I would love to hear it, Katzen. But yeah, thank you for your comment. And the last one I'm going to cover for today is coming from Virtual Bison 6928. Hello, my friend. And your hot take is, I'm not a fan of the more complex, detailed ninja suits. Regarding more of the more newest suits for the next season of Dragon's Rising, I don't think complex and or tech suits fit them very well. And then you cite Prime Empire, Master of the Mountain, the Mech Pilot as the examples. I have to disagree. Now, I understand what you mean. If it was like overly designed and yet over-engineered suits, they aren't the best. I would say the suit that borders the most on over-engineered is probably the island suits, but I really like the island suits at the exact same time. But if they were overly engineered, I would completely understand. But I think all the suits that you listed are fine. Tech suits only come into play in specific reason. Like you said about the mech pilot suits, they're technically tech suits, but at the same time they're not. They just serve as regular outfits. Prime Empire is because they were their avatars. Master of the Mountain's fine. It's armor. I like the Master of the Mountain suits. So I see what you mean. I think if they were overly engineered, I would agree. But also, I don't agree because I don't think any of them are over-engineered. Like, For example, the Day of the Departed suits are fairly over-engineered, but they're also still fine at the same time. Season 7 as well is another big contender for that. But I don't know. I would see what you mean if there's one that's like outright way too over-engineered, but I think overall the suits have a really nice balance of simple but detailed. So I understand where you're coming from. I just don't agree with the examples. I think if there was an actual example of it, I would be firmly in your court. But in this instance, I don't think there is one. But again, thank you for your comments. But those are the 5 hot takes I'm going to be covering for this episode. And let me know which ones you agree with, which ones you disagree with, ones that you may agree with but have reasoning behind why you also don't, and vice versa, because I would like to know what you guys think. And if you have any hot takes, please leave them in the comments, because if you do, I may put it in the next video. But that is about it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care. Okay.